Hi everyone, in today's video I will describe you the most useful directories on Linux. So let's open the terminal and we can start. As I said before, I will explain you the most useful directories on Linux, and right now we are in the home directory, but we will go into the root directory. We can do this by typing in cd and slash, because everything on Linux starts from the root directory. That looks like this, and as you can see we have a lot of folders here. We have the home folder. Home folder is a folder where we were before, so we can go into it. So cd home, as you can see, this is a home section. Inside this home section is a folder of our user that we are currently logged in. So I am logged into the user Ubuntu, so we can go into it, Ubuntu, and as you can see we are in the home section exactly where we were at the beginning of this video. So I will clear that, and again I will go into this root directory. And now we can go maybe at the beginning into the etc folder. So cd and etc. As you can see we have a lot of files right there. This etc folder basically contains configuration files. So this is the directory that contains the system-wide configuration files. We can, for example, I don't know, maybe list one of them. So cat, maybe we will print this hostname. So like this hostname. As you can see, my hostname is Ubuntu. So in this folder we have configuration files. We can go back. We can again go into the root directory, and we have maybe now the var directory. We will go into it, and I will list that. Inside this we have var basically stands for variable data. It is used for logs, caches, and dynamic data. As you can see, we have, for example, logs here. We can list that. So var log. So inside these folders we have a lot of logs, and we can, for example, authentication log. We can see the boot logs, and for example fail log, kernel log, and so on. So you can read it on your own. We have another folder which is, I think, temp maybe now, and we have temp, this green one. We can go into it. This folder contains temporary files, and these files usually are deleted on the reboot. So after the reboot we will not have this file inside the folder, and that's why we have a temp folder that is very useful to store these files until the next reboot. Again, we will go into root section, and maybe right now we have the maybe, I don't know, user. So we'll go into user. I will list that, and inside of the user we have a lot of catalogs. For example, we have games. For the games we have bin. Inside bin I can go into it maybe. So bin, and I will list that. Inside this bin directory we are storing most comments, like for example ls, nano, and grep, and so on. As you can see we have maybe ssh, we have man. I said ls, as you can see we have it here. So every comment is stored in this directory, and we can go back into the user. I mean cd with this slash, and right now we have sbin right there. Sbin stores basically the system binaries, mostly for the administrations. So we can go back into the root directory, and we will print that again. We have, for example, opt folder. Maybe I will list it like this. Inside this loop opt folder, the opt folder is used to store third-party or manually installed software. As you can see here, I have the VBox guest additions because I am doing this on the VirtualBox. So here we are storing the VirtualBox guest additions. That's why this is in the opt folder. Now we have also the dev folder. The dev folder stores, basically represents hardware devices as files. So as you can see, maybe we will have here we have some terminals, I think. We have, for example, SDA, SDA1, SDA2. These are the partition of our disk. So this is what we can see in this folder. Again, we have right now the proc folder, but with the slash, of course. In the folder, basically, we have process info. And for example, we can check, I don't know, CPU info, so cat, proc, and CPU info right there. As you can see, this is my CPU info, and you can read everything from there. And now I will clear that. We have directory sys. Directory sys stands for system info. And as you can see, we have a lot of things there. Basically, this is a virtual file system for interacting with the kernel and hardware. We have boot, so something like this. Inside this, we have the kernel and bootloader files. We have a mount folder, I think. Yes, it is by default. So mount folder basically stores the temporary mounts. In my case, this is empty because I have nothing mounted for now. But it is stores. Usually, you are doing mount points inside this folder. And maybe we have media. So media, as you can see, for me it is only the Ubuntu, and it is used for automated devices like, for example, USB drivers. And maybe I will show you this in some more visual way. So I will do the tree right there, but I will install it and I will go back to you after installation. So as you can see, my tree has been installed and now we can use it, I think like this. But maybe I will cut it a little bit to the only one length because it will be nicer. As you can see, here we have all of the directories in a nicer way, so you can read it and you can check it on your own. So this is all in this video. This is I think most useful directories from our Linux operating system. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next videos.